The funny thing about transitions. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. I wanted to talk a little bit about transitions because we're going through quite a few transitions here at Brian J. Pombo Live. We're kind of restructuring how we're doing things. I mean, everything's always in transition if you're looking at it the right way, but we're restructuring things. We're shutting down some projects, some long-term projects that we've been working on, and opening up new ones that I've been hinting at for a while, but putting a lot more energy and focus into that. And the funny thing about transitions is everyone handles it a little bit differently. Some people get really freaked out about new things and trying out something new and ending something that you've done for a long time. I'm lucky that I don't have a huge staff or anything of that sort. It's all designed to be able to run and turn quickly. And as I've been discussing it with the people that I do work with, we realize that certain things have to change. And at first that can cause a little bit of trepidation, but if you back away from it, it can get really exciting. Now, I have a funny thing about my personality, being that I'm entrepreneurial and very, very much an innovator, if you will. I love transitions. I love the beginning of anything. The ending of things I'm not that great with, but the beginning of new things make the ending of other things even better. So I'm always for the beginning. I'm always hot to trot when we're first running out the door. So we're working on a new project and I've got these books all laid out and I'm highlighting them and I'm organizing and I'm putting things together and kind of drawing out a map of where to go. Now, when it starts getting into the real nitty-gritty and really getting into getting things done, I'm not as good at that. That's at the time I want to start something new, you know. But everybody's a little bit different, and you got to be aware of that, especially if you're working with a team of people. Everybody handles these things differently, and it really is built into how your brain functions. A whole lot has been put into this in terms of research, and I always recommend people looking into Kathy Kolbe's work. Really good stuff. Kathy spells her name with a K and her last name also with a K, so it's Kolbe, Kolbe. If you go check out Kolbe.com and look up the stuff regarding the Kolbe index, because they've been able to find that there's a certain part of the brain, right, that they call the conative center of the brain, where you're pretty much, it's set to run a certain way pretty much your entire life. And that from the time you're a baby all the way till when they put you in the ground, I mean, that's how you function. And it's even more pervasive than what people would normally consider personality. And it's how you work. It's how you function and work. And some people enjoy doing certain types of things, and they could do that in a whole bunch of different careers. But there's one thing they really have an aptitude for, and everything else they may not have. And some people, they're spread out in their aptitude, and other people are very specific, or they have a couple things that they do very well and everything else they're not as good at. A lot of times when we get involved in teams of people, especially with work, we think that our way is the right way. Especially if we've got some other things that we're on the ball on, we think, well, that clearly they haven't figured this part out about life yet. It's not true. Everybody runs differently, and that's how these things all work together. It's why you need a team of people, is because we don't all have it all. And even the people that are more spread out, more even keel in how they work, it's what Kathy calls a facilitator, a person who has a wide range. They can't just do everything all the time. They're there to help facilitate and allow things to move along. It doesn't mean that yes, they can do just about anything, but it doesn't mean that they can stick to that long term. So it's a lot of interesting nuances to this. It's important that you not just experience it, but that you talk about it, you discuss these ideas out there, and that you study some more. Always learn more about how people function, because there's always someone out there that doesn't function quite like you. And that really is the funny thing about transitions. It brings out a lot of these ideas in people and shows you where people's strengths and weaknesses are. And just because they have weaknesses doesn't mean you need to fix them. Sometimes you just need to put someone with a strength in that area working in that area. Hopefully that makes sense. It was just a quick idea for tonight, because I am in this movement of transition, and it's exciting. I'm having a great time, and I hope you're having a good time doing whatever you're doing. Hey, if you're looking to kind of broaden your horizons in terms of making yourself completely competition proof, I have kind of a background in business strategy. Even though I'm a business investor, that's kind of where I come from as a strategy standpoint. I wrote a book called 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. You go get a free copy at amazonproofbook.com, or you could go and buy a copy off of Amazon or Barnes & Noble or wherever you buy books. That's all I got for tonight. You have a good one. Get out there and let the magic happen.